Hi, I'm Wayward, and I have another Command & Conquer 1 vs. 1 for you today, this time on Tournament Desert, between ENEVION, our yellow GDI, and KHANOMANCER, our blue Nod. I have actually not seen this map before. It is a really big, wide open map with not a lot of stuff going on in the middle. I suspect this is going to favor Nod, but I do not know for 100% sure. Not too much going on right now. We have our initial refinery and barracks for both players coming out, and it remains to be seen what is going to happen in terms of tech, of course. A second refinery out for ENEVION, and slightly behind a second refinery out for KHANOMANCER. Got a little bit of skirmishing going on in the middle of the map. A little pack here of grenadiers being aggressive. Yeah, I think they're going to be able to take this flamethrower trooper out as well. Quite a big infantry force coming out for ENEVION, who is now on his third refinery, and also for KHANOMANCER, a third refinery as well. These grenadiers finally getting cleaned up by two flame troopers. Taking a look real quick at our mini-map, we have ENEVION with decent scouting and KHANOMANCER with about the same. Probably KHANOMANCER scouting is a little bit better at this point.
Unit ready.
ENEVION has more overall map vision, and now ENEVION is getting into KHANOMANCER's base. So that is pretty good, of course, for the GDI player, and not much going on right now for the Nod player in terms of scouting his opponent. Got a pretty, yeah, there we go. I was going to say a pretty bad engagement there, but KHANOMANCER flips that around and is able to actually get a really good scout of his opponent's base. Got that airfield out for KHANOMANCER, and the first buggy emerges. I imagine we're going to see bike buggy because that's what Nod tends to do. Good little warning net here of minigunners and grenadiers going on, and of course the GDI's primary strategy of medium tanks coming out for ENEVION. So nothing too fancy from this match. This shaping up to be pretty standard in terms of what we expect to happen in Nod versus GDI. KHANOMANCER might have made a bit of a mistake here, committing heavily to these bikes, or buggies, rather than bikes. He sees the tanks coming out. Oh, and actually I missed the helipad, but we do have a helicopter out there for the Nod player, making use, picking off his infantry one at a time. A transition to bikes for KHANOMANCER is a good choice. ENEVION is taking advantage of this window of opportunity to try to be aggressive. These tanks are going to do pretty well against what his opponent's doing. We do have an engineer in the mix. We'll have to see if that manages to make anything happen. Just more skirmishing with these vastly more maneuverable Nod units. Let's see if KHANOMANCER sees what's coming. He does not. He has bad scouting over here. Does not see what's going on in the fog of war. Of course, ENEVION has no way of knowing that, but let's see. It looks like they're going for the con yard. I don't know if he's got enough tanks to make it happen. Getting pretty beat up, but looks like there's enough buggies to save it. I can't even see health percentage.
Construction complete.
Buggy over here being unused. Actually, ENEVION's in, well, he's got a couple of tanks, but ENEVION's in a pretty bad place. Of course, this infantry squad here, this unscouted infantry squad, is going to be. Oh, let's see if he reacts in time. Oh, he's gonna get the airfield. He's gonna get the airfield. Oh, he got it. Oh no. Oh, KHANOMANCER. He's got enough resources. But maybe it doesn't even matter, though. I think we might have lost a couple of things up here. Oh, we did lose the construction yard and the weapons factory. So ENEVION is really hurting right now. It looks like we're... it's down to ENEVION trying to protect his remaining assets. This is all he's going to be able to make use of for the rest of the match. we had a sell-off of the airfield and a replacement of the airfield by KHANOMANCER. Have one or both of these hands come out and they go down. This one I think is going to. So actually these guys could be killing buildings. They're not being dealt with. ENEVION actually has a decent force of tanks at this point, but of course this is all of the tanks he's going to have for the rest of the game. So how these are spent, how these are used, what they manage to kill is going to be really important. The buggy numbers are getting really low, but of course, KHANOMANCER has the ability to replace them, and ENEVION is losing his remaining couple of tanks. I think if he loses this, we get the sell-off from KHANOMANCER, and ENEVION is losing his last couple of tanks. So it is pretty hard to see how ENEVION is going to make this happen. This is a big army. It's a diverse army. Got that. Oh, but the helicopter can't be used because it has no helipad anymore. That was destroyed. ENEVION is down to Grenadiers. He has one tank remaining. And it looks like he's going to try to rely on the DPS from Grenadiers from this single barracks to try to make things happen. Grenadiers actually do pretty good DPS to anything, especially to light vehicles. Now, the big problem, of course, is KHANOMANCER has now 3 hands of Nod, so he can produce a lot faster, although it looks like he's running pretty low on resources at the moment. Looks like we're trying a multi-pronged attack. ENEVION, our GDI player, is coming on 3 different fronts with Grenadiers. Probably one of these is going to be able to do something, but he has to be really careful because one bad hit from a flame trooper is going to kill one entire army. How does KHANOMANCER not see that? He does see it. He's just having trouble reacting to all of these forces at once. Sell off of some buildings there. So yeah, these flame troopers are being heroes. He comes out. He actually he fired his flamethrower coming out of the door. That was wild. Yeah, not as much. Oh! Flame tanks coming out from KHANOMANCER. I don't care how many Grenadiers you have. This is murderous. Yeah, the whole army just exploded. I think that flame tank went down in the giant conflagration, though. But yeah, flame tanks are merciless. They're evil. There's not much ENEVION's going to be able to do, even with like perfect splitting. And KHANOMANCER can just run this in and just murder the base by itself. These things melt buildings. Oh, jeez. He knew exactly how to respond to this. Putting our GDI player in, I think, in an unwinnable position. So all of those, that whole army just melted. Yep, and here's the quit from ENEVION. It's a pretty interesting mid-game. Late game, it seemed pretty obvious what was going to happen. As soon as ENEVION lost his construction yard and his weapons factory was pretty much over. He had resources, but no way to spend them. And with the flame tanks, that was it. So, thanks for watching. This has been Wayward and Command & Conquer Remastered.